Over the water. Oh, just fine. Oh! What's up, everyone? Welcome back to Speed Without Engine, the place where fast-paced action meets pure fun. Get ready for some sick designs, crazy crashes, and tons of laughs. Let's go. For the performance up there. And their plan was to build the best soapbox in their hometown and to impress the audience as much as they can today. And they are off. And look at Patrick steadily jogging behind, just in case he's needed. That's what a teammate's... Oh, he's gone, look! That's all about. It's a bit slippy on the exit ramp, isn't it? You get through there, water everywhere. Flying across behind and lost his footing. Anyway, the Swiss Army knife on it. He's still going. Look, Patrick in the background. I quite like that. 10 out of 10 for effort for him. Oh, they've stopped. They've stopped. Anyway, down he comes. Swiss Army knife. Never really been quick today, has it? School friends these, so they'll be thoroughly enjoying the day. Give it a push. It is slightly uphill there, that's the problem. Down we go. Right then. Here we go, round the corner. Ooh, just holding it, hold it, hold it. It's going to tip it. Oh, they're out. They're out. Frozen in time, and you think, is it going to go? Is it going to go? Is it going to go? Of course it's going to go. It's the Red Bull Soapbox race. Of course it's going to go. Here we go then, down to the finish. Celebrations. 2:39.44. Forget about the time, but the smiles tell you everything. They've thoroughly enjoyed their day in their home city of Bern.
Here we go then. The rotor works. Let's see if the rest of it does. Decent start. He says, piece of cake. No problem. Safely over the next one. That's where the brakes came in handy, but the back of it seems to have fallen off. So can they get through the apples and pears? Yes, they can. Still going. Even bearing in mind that some of it is actually gone. And if that fella leans back, he could be out altogether. Through the chicane towards the kicker. The back wheel is wobbling around all over the place. Look at the buckle on the back wheel, which is slowing them down. Over the kicker just about. They're going to get to the finish line with big smiles on their faces. And the poor fella at the back hanging on for grim death. Fall off. It got more and more difficult for them. Everybody's happy at this stage. It's easy, this. Now reality starts to set in, doesn't it? Look at the back wheel. He still thinks he's going to be all right at this stage. He's got no regard for the poor fellow in the back who's barely in with him. Over the kicker and over the line. An adventure that, Alice?
I'm looking forward to seeing this one take on the whale tail if they get that far. Just the whole bouncing aspect and that lots of speed, and I mean lots of speed. Over the water. Oh, just slower. I just don't know how he kept it together through there. He can hardly see. Wow. Soapbox. Here's the moment of truth. The whale tail bouncing here, bouncing there, losing it, holding it, getting it back again. Fantastic. Spectacular in Madrid today. Look at that through the whale tail. Brilliant replay. Wow. There's another kicker. There's the berm. Oh, he's gone for the berm. He didn't need to. He didn't need to do that. Didn't need to do that. He didn't need to do the burn, did he? Nearly tipped it there. It's going slower and slower and slower and slower, and they can just about see where they're going. Losing speed, dragging the top part along. It was an eventful run, I'll give them that, but they've done remarkably well to get there. 2:01.60. Is integrated through a collaborative steering system. They're confident it's going to work. They've lost a piece already. I mean, it looks a mess, doesn't it? I mean, you might say anywhere near the finish. I think this would be a miracle of modern science if this gets to the bottom. Keeping the speed off, and I suggest that's a wise thing to do. Very, very steady around the berm. I think those three running behind can actually overtake if they want to. There we go. He's loving it, isn't he, Pranav? Big smile on his face. Massive concentration. Now, here's a challenge. This is the kicker into the integrated staircase, and they're over that just about. It's still in one piece. Whoever's
welded this thing together. So much work has been put into so many soapboxes today. They've knocked it together in 5 minutes. They're still going around the hairpin. They've got the wedge. There's the finish line. It looks like this thing's going to get there. How on earth have they managed it? Give him a push. Get him faster. 1:10.76.
Change the design. Whether that pays off today, we will wait and see. And again, it's quite a high driver. The lower soapboxes today have had slightly better fortune coming down this particular speed, though. Just the one wheel at the front, and it started to go, and he won't stop it from there. With all the...
Well, you've got to give him 10 out of 10 for effort.
And he might need a bit of a push just to get it started again. There's not much left of one side of it, so he's going to have to be careful from here. Oversteer. Still going towards the bone rattler, which could be a real blow. He's gone again. Look at it now. There's hardly anything left of it. Well, he's going to carry on as best
Boxes, wouldn't it? Fantastic.
Here's the factory. Hold your breath, fingers crossed. Over he goes. Can he get to the finish line? He can, and then he's got into the bales at the end. From their club, and off they go. This one's nice and fast at the top. A little bit of a strange design. Fine. Oh! I was going to say fine through the water, and then the front fell off, but he's okay. Through the water there. And that's where he lost the front. That's where the DJ decks went. There was no more music after that, but he did get right. He is, look, he's doing the brake with his right hand, and he's steering with the other one. Whose idea was that? And 1:29.9. Now it's time for Sammy to put his money where his mouth is and deliver in SH11. And SH11 is fine through there. Towards the kicker. Sammy, keep your concentration. Over! Oh, he's got to get out! Had to bail out! The nose got stuck in the middle bit. The fact it happened so slowly, look, he's got time to think it through. Moving down towards the finish, one little kicker just before the finish line, and under in 1:09.35.
So the moment of truth arrives for Team Sky racers. Down the ramp they go, big push, and away they go. The smoke billows out of the funnel, and they're safely over it in one piece after minding the gap. Now it comes down to the wedge. And it's a neat run so far. It's pretty smooth and it's pretty fast. And pears followed by the kicker. It's the same old story. Here we go then with the apples and pears. Absolutely bolts over that. Couple of bounces on the landing. Now it's whether they can get through the chicane and down in one piece towards the kicker and have the momentum to get towards the finish line. The rocket powering down the slopes at Alexandra Palace over the kicker. We go! He nosedives and he flips it over and he's on his side. Actually cost him because he went nose first into the track. They will push him over the finish line, but it's probably cost him big time. And I just wonder whether the funnel dive, let's see it, into the kicker. Everything's fine at this point. And then just look at that, straight in, nose first, almost went over the handlebars, thought he might save it, down he went, and Team Sky Racer end up in a heap, just yards away from the finish line. So that's how they did. The next team we're going to see are here for the beer.
This one looks quite streamlined as well. Looks like it's got a pretty solid chassis, brushing those straw bales aside. Here's the first kicker, nose dives. Look at this, it's fine there. And then you go down with such force that it does irreparable damage to the front of the soapbox. It's scrubbed off the speed, it's done the damage, it's taken its toll. And they're going to need assistance now to get down the rest of the way. When you go too quickly into that kicker, you've got to get that bit right. There's just too much damage done to your soapbox if you get it wrong. They will set a time, but it's a time that would have been significantly better, 1:34.71. Sit back and enjoy. Right, let's see what they can do. Great performance score, by the way. There you go, 46. That sets them off well. Around the berm. Can they be better this year than they were 2 years ago? 42 kilometres an hour. Here's the water. This is where it starts to go. Down we go through the water. Now the stair set. Bang, bang. Oh, he's lost it through there, look. Oh, look at that. Look Look at that! They were okay through the water, but at this stage, teams just lose control. You can't regain it. Knows what's happened inside there. Straight down the stair set, off into the straw bales. I think if anybody just tootles down the course with the brakes on and actually gets to the bottom, they'll probably 17 as it was in 2015. But thanks for coming. Oh, and by the way, there's still the drop after the finish to deal with too. Here they go. 39 is the score, and here we go down the steep start ramp. The first thing you're going to see, really, is the water feature. That's in about 50 metres. Oh, he's wobbling already and he's gone. Well, you won't see the water with this team, will you? Not with a start like that. There we go, that little chicane where you've got to be smooth and you've got to be in control, otherwise you tip it. On the ramp, soil everywhere. Anyway, back they go. Look how tight and twisty it is. Oh, it's gone again. It's too tall, they just can't get it round the corner. The manoeuvrability of this soapbox is leaving a lot to be desired. And somehow he manages to get round there and down the other side. Now he's coming into this berm where he's going to throw him all over the place. He's right to the top of it, down he goes. Oh, he's gone again. That berm is, and you come down the other side of that, you've got a left-hander straight away. There was no chance of him getting round there, no chance. Quickly round the left-hander, and he'll see the finish. And I'll tell you what, that took some doing, didn't it? 2:05.86. And he's off at the end as well. My word. Speed, it's really steep at the top of the circuit, and they will get early speed, or at least they should do. Gather the momentum, crowd enjoying it. More of the chicane, the trunk in one box down. Here we go, of the biggest of the jumps. Oh, the ears have gone. There's the berm. And it's all about the finish now, and there's another jump right on the finish line too. Well, there's the final jump, there's the finish line, and part of it goes. Very, very slippy still on that start ramp. It's not easy, is it? 39 for the performance, that's good. And the pilot is perched in there. It's almost like a four-poster bed on wheels, this one, when you look at it. There's the smokes. Oh, very slow through there. Come on, give him a push again, lads. Need more speed than this. Over the bridge. Go on! Hey! I'll join in with the crowd here. We could probably fit a commercial break in between here and the finish. Oh, he's lost it! I didn't know you could... I don't know if he's done that on purpose. I didn't know you could spin that impressively so slowly. Oh, there he goes again! Right, let's see what he does now. Over the kicker. All of a sudden, it's on the move. Down towards the finish. Oh, he's spun again now. He's backwards. Oh, down towards the finish line. I enjoyed that. That's what it's all about. Actually got some decent air over that kicker. There's the spin. He was good at that. The frame's made of railway fencing, an old lawnmower, and wheelbarrow wheels. So let's see whether wheelbarrow wheels are what you need. Looks like it could be prone to tipping over, this one, because it's quite high with a very narrow wheelbase. There we go. No! Well, they didn't quite tip, but they went up on one side and then spectacularly exited into the bales. To try and rip the soapbox out, he's pulled the thing apart. Look at that. Whoa, he's got out. But I don't think he was banking on that. Just too much speed into that left-hander, and they just couldn't control it through there. Much more respectful now of the water, and of course the back's gone because he pulled it off. There's some money down there. Here we go then around the berm. Oh, he's just got, oh, he's not got away with it, he's tipped it. He's tipped it. It's just too heavy at the top, and the fella at the back's not helping. And he's got tipped out for the second time. Oh, dear me. He's not getting back in again. He said, you take it down to the finish. I've had enough. You keep throwing me out. He's going to hit the bales. He's going to hit the bales. Oh, it'll make his eyes water. Watch this. Oh. Andy, who was the co-pilot, now looks a forlorn figure. Look at him. He looks like he needs a good bath, a quick drink of something strong and a lay down.